Okay, so this is my second video so far about my dreadlocks and the process of going through them. They're about 9 months old now, so it's been a while since I did my last video. I got a really good response actually to that video. A lot of people watched it and a lot of people asked me questions, so I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch it and ask me things. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to do another video. It's just, as you can tell, I'm not exactly the most comfortable person in front of a video device, so bear with me because I'll probably start rambling and not making much sense, but I will try and help you as much as I can. So some of the questions I've been asked about this video, about my first video, sorry, I'm going to address today. So one of which is have I ever used sprays or teas on my hair to try and help it lock up faster. There's only one product or sort of product that I've used on my hair since I got dreadlocks, and that is a spray that you can make at home. It's really easy. I don't have any exact measurements because I didn't use any, I just sort of guessed it, but it seemed to work alright. It's just sea salt, boiling water and lemon juice, and you can mix them together in a spray bottle. You can use it again and again and again, and just spray it all over your dreads and make sure it's, you know, the roots and it's everywhere. I used it every other day for about a week, and I found that I think it did make my dreads a little bit tighter. It certainly made them smell nicer and it made my scalp feel better, and that was when I hadn't washed it for a while. So if you're going to do anything to your hair, I'd recommend that. I mean, it's natural, it's not going to get stuck inside your dreads and mess them up, and it's not, like, I know that there are a lot of things that they sell, for example on Naughty Boy, that promise, you know, your dreads will be super tighter, it's a lock accelerator, it'll make it all look like 2-year-old dreads in a week, and to be honest, that stuff is bullshit. I wouldn't buy into it too much. You have to think that these people are trying to sell dreadlocks and they're trying to sell anything they can to do with dreadlocks. So just think about the kind of people that are trying to sell you these products and why they're trying to sell them to you. It's not necessarily because you need them, it's because they want to make money, and there's not a great deal of information about how to form them properly out there. So just be aware and don't buy into a lot of the hype about what you need to do for healthy dreadlocks. They don't need any products or anything. Mine are 9 months old now and they are perfectly happy and healthy without lock accelerator or any of that shit, so just take it easy and be nice to them and they'll be fine. I also was asked what tattoos I have, which is a little bit off topic because these are dread videos. I'll provide a link at some point so that you can look on my blog, because I have a lot more pictures of my tattoos on there and you can just sort of browse through and have a look. It's a bit awkward to go through them all in a video because I'll just be jumping about in front of the camera, so thanks for your interest, but I'll answer that later. Somebody asked me if there was anything I could do differently if I could go back and do it again, would I? No. Long story short, these are the first set of dreads that I've tried and I love how they turned out. I'm perfectly happy with them. There's nothing that I'd do differently because I'm not really sure how they got to where they are now. You know, I'm just happy with how they are. You know, if I could change anything, I would change all the loose hair and the frizz that's accumulated at the base of my dreads, but I think that's just something that you have to learn to get used to, and it's part of the journey, which I'll discuss a little bit later. I've also been asked how long my hair was, sorry, before I got dreadlocks. So before I got dreadlocks, my hair was about this long, and when I dreaded it, it went about this long. So I lost a considerable amount of length from my hair. Most people will lose a good couple of inches from dreading their hair, but it depends what method you use. You know, I backcombed and I used a crochet hook after a month or 2 months, so that meant a lot of the hair was pulled up into the dread, and so just a lot shorter. If you use the neglect method or the natural method, then I don't know obviously because I didn't use that method, but from what I can gather from other people, you end up losing less length, but it takes a lot longer, so you know. Somebody also asked me whether they should wait till the hair was longer to dread it, or whether they could just do it now. You can dread hair that's anything from 3 inches short, so you could go for it if you wanted to, but in my opinion it will probably be best to wait until it's a bit longer, just because it'll be easier. to dread longer hair, you'll lose length anyway, so once it's dreaded you won't feel like you've got no hair at all. I always advise people to let their hair grow as much as possible before getting dreads, just because, well, once you get dreadlocks it takes your hair, well, it seems like it takes your hair forever to start growing again, so you might just be stuck with very short hair for a while, but it depends, you know, you can do whatever you like. This is just my opinion, so don't take it too seriously. Somebody also asked me about washing my hair. I wash my dreadlocks whenever I feel that they need it, really, which sometimes isn't often and sometimes is. I think since I got them I've only washed them about 6 times maximum. I don't really, do you know what I mean? They don't really need washing that much. My hair doesn't stink. You know, contrary to popular belief, animals don't live in it. I don't have nits, I don't have fleas. My hair is clean, it smells just fine. Most of the time it just smells like the rest of me, you know. I still shower, I'm still a clean person. The fact that, you know, my hair is locked doesn't mean that it's dirty. When I do wash it, I think I addressed this in my last video, you know, it just gets rid of a lot of build-up on my scalp. It's not so much the hair that it's cleaning, it's my scalp, so I don't get dandruff and like loads of shit like that. So you can wash them as often as you like, it doesn't really matter. Obviously when they're young, I would recommend washing them a bit less, but now that mine are kind of mature, I can just do it as and when, so it's not really a big deal. It's a personal choice, as most things with dreads are, but there's no uniform rule, so yeah. And the last question I was going to respond to is why I got dreadlocks, which is kind of a long story, and it's kind of hard to explain and it'll probably take me a while, so I'm just going to try and make it as concise as possible for you guys. I wanted dreadlocks since I was about 14, probably mostly just for the aesthetic appeal, because I like how they looked, and after I thought about it more I realised it was more of a journey of patience. It took me a really long time to get past the stage of just thinking, oh, I want to cut them off because they're pissing me off and they're not growing in right and they're not going to lock up, and you know, everybody gets frustrated like that at the start of the journey. It's a long process, and I think it really teaches you to be patient. That's something that I really wanted to gain from this, and I think I have, and hopefully will continue to do so in the future. Just, you know, accepting that some things are going to be the way they are, like the fucking frizz on my roots and the loose hair. I can't do anything about it, I just have to accept it and leave it, and I think that's done wonders for who I am as a person as well, and learning how to be patient and just every day going by and thinking, okay, this is worth it, because by the end of it they're going to be looking awesome. And sometimes it only feels like yesterday that I was looking in the mirror and thinking, oh, I wish they'd grow up already, and now they are sort of grown up. So as I said, they're about 9 months old now, and I'm really happy with them. I've stopped crocheting my hair as much because I thought they was doing a little bit too much damage, so I gave up and I've left them to their own devices, and not a lot has changed, to be honest. There are still some loose hairs that I have a really strong urge to just pull into the dreads, but I resist as much as I can just because I don't want to damage them too much. I don't want to put excessive wear and tear on them, and they seem to be doing absolutely fine as they are. I'll give you some close-ups so you can see. I've added more beads, obviously, as always. I still have like baby hair on the side of my face, which you just sort of learn to live with. As I said, it's all part of the process. I do still have a plait in my hair, which is normal hair and it's not dreaded. There's probably about 3 dreads worth of hair in there, but this is how long my hair would be. It's even longer and plaited if I hadn't dreaded it, but you know, I just like to have it there to remind me. I've been finding recently as well just things on the street, which obviously I clean before I put in my hair like this, that I love having in there, and just lots of different random bits. I also bleach some. I'm not sure if they were bleached in my last video or not. A friend of mine bleached them for me, some stripy, some completely bleached, and yeah, they turned out really well. It was just like bleaching normal hair, but I had to wait a little bit longer, and it took a while longer to wash out. I think for about a week after I was still sort of finding little bits of dye in my hair and stuff, but no, it's absolutely fine. So yeah, that was my second long and pointless and rambling video about my hair. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm sorry if it was completely pointless, but as I said, I'm not very good at doing this, so if you have any more questions you can find me at my blog, and I should have thought this through more, but I'm gonna write it on this piece of paper and then put it up to the camera. If I can get the URL right, that'd be great. Okay, so you can follow me or just have a look at my dreads at eakfh.tumblr.com if you are so inclined, and you would like to ask me more specific questions or talk to me personally or see pictures of my tattoos or whatever. I do quite a lot of dread updates and stuff on there as well, so feel free to go and check it out, and thank you for watching my video. Take care, bye.